Howdy, howdy, howdy. Is it recording? Yes, it is a recording. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Howdy.
How are you doing?
Hi.
How is everybody doing? It's so good to see you.
Nice to see you, Candy. Lula, Sparkle.
Yes, wonderful to see everyone, ladies.
Yeah, you got your martinis ready. I have mine and I'm doing, yeah, oh, Sparkle. Yeah, let's.
Cheers.
I mean, aren't we living in wonderful times, right? Everything is so beautiful. I mean, there's little exceptions here and there, but I guess we'll fix these things within the next month, right? We have one
Oh, yes.
to fix everything, right? Miss Dolly Daily Bombing, do you want to say something about it?
Oh, I'm just not worried at all. I know that the Donald is taking his second and then his third, fourth, and fifth terms. So we're just sitting back and watching even our good friend Mitch was actually saying that that Biden won. Come on. Listen, the Cheeto got how many? He got 75 million votes. 700, so a lot of votes.
Millions, gazillions. He got all
Yes,
the
gazillion.
Yeah,
He got his gazillion votes.
So many.
All kind
He
of
got
votes.
so many votes.
yes.
It's just wrong that there's any question, but who cares? I mean, I'm glad we got rid of Billy Barr because he wasn't doing his job anymore.
Yeah. He was supposed to tell those judges what to do, right? He was supposed to do that, and he didn't. He just didn't. I mean, what? I mean, I use the F word now, which I don't do, right? But I mean, how dare he? I mean, he deserved to be thrown out of the house. He has no right anymore because he's not doing what our Emperor Cheeto is saying, and that is a no-no.
What would we put him in there for if he's not going to do his job?
Exactly.
That's
What's
right.
the problem?
I mean, remember when Mr. Ashcroft tried to cross W and Cheney? Remember when he tried to cross them? He
was in deep shit.
He failed.
Yes.
You just don't
like
do that with the
Sessions.
leader.
Yeah. I know. It just goes to show, just because someone's a racist piece of crap like we love doesn't mean that they're going to always go with what our dictator says. It's interesting. You'd think Sessions would have been the answer. I mean, he was so right-wing, and he was just perfect old-style Confederacy, but he just couldn't let the Donald be free to be the dictator forever.
Yeah.
No. I'll never comprehend that, Sessions. I'll never comprehend it. The Donald gave him everything he could ever wish for, and he was a traitor. It's just terrible.
Yes.
And now Barr is one too.
Yeah. It's amazing, but they all become traitors, right? They all become traitors. But we'll stand with the Donald, right? Because I mean, what a great year we had. I mean, we have to say it, right? We have to say it. Us billionaires, since the beginning of the pandemic, we made $1 trillion. We made an extra trillion, right? I mean, imagine $1 trillion. We're trillionaires, quadrillionaires. We're
I'm so glad we're quadrillionaires. We really deserve that.
Yes.
It feels even better when the other little people suffer more.
It does, Lula.
It's true.
Yes. Especially in those big cities, right? In those big cities, I mean, they're losing their apartments right now, and there's lots more money to make, because we can get with the housing. I mean, we can get so much into the market and get all these apartments, all these houses which are going on, going out, and you can buy them very, very cheap, very, very cheap. We love that, very, very cheap, right? To get the stuff very.
Oh yes, New York real estate, of course. Florida too.
Building. We're still building all over the cities. Big skyscrapers, people's
That's
fifth
right.
homes.
That's great.
That's right. And think about all those buildings that were built with all that Russian and Chinese money over the past 20 years, and how all those apartments and all those condominiums just sit empty, because little people don't deserve to have a place to live because they're not
Mm-mm.
lucky like we are.
Yes.
They're not
Exactly.
good like we are either.
That's true.
That's right. God is punishing them because they're poor.
Yes.
Exactly. They deserve to live out on the streets, especially in wintertime, right? I mean, it's that they can build their little cardboard houses, right? They build their little cardboard houses out on the streets. That's enough for them. They don't deserve anything more.
That's right. And it builds character for them to be out in the cold weather. Everyone knows that. It builds your character.
Yes.
Yes, they can
Right.
write books about it later.
They call
That's
that New York
right.
tough. New York tough, they're calling it.
Yes.
That's
So
right.
that governor, he pretends he's a Democrat, but he's really more like friends with us.
Yes.
It's like all like this. It's but
Yes, because he hasn't prevented the evictions, right, Lula?
Not only has he not prevented them, but he did not shut down moving as like an inessential industry so people could keep getting kicked out and be moving out of their house the whole time.
That is so
Bad.
fabulous.
yeah.
I know, he's very smart.
I mean,
Yes.
fabulous.
Also, the Louisiana governor. The Louisiana governor, where my surf is. He's a Democrat, but he has also been sympathetic to the landlords. So it's been wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah. We love in all this extra real estate money. Yes, 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 yes.
Right, and tearing down
It's just
things.
like the
The little
Donalds.
people think they like these things, and when we tear them down and put up something bigger on the spot.
That's right, exactly. I mean, you just can't have small construction. Everything has to be large, like Texas.
Exactly.
Things are bigger.
Now, wait a second. I just want to ask you ladies something. Did you all hear what those terrible people in Mar-a-Lago are doing to the Donald? Did you hear?
No.
Did hear something. I'm so concerned, but do tell.
Well,
do tell.
They said that they want to pick up a little technicality in the law and not allow Donald and Melania to come live there after he leaves the Oval Office. Isn't that awful?
And
They said, "Oh no,
That's not
Mar-a-Lago
Florida. That's not
residents."
Florida. Florida is different. Florida, I mean, come on. Florida belongs to us, the rich people, right? I mean, this is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
So disrespectful.
Yes.
They just don't appreciate him.
but
Yeah.
these are other rich people too. Exactly. These are people who are very rich as well, Candy. That's the curious part.
It is. It's just absurd. It's like the beautiful, gorgeous Mar-a-Lago, and you don't want a wonderful, handsome, tall, and fabulously excellent Donald moving in there next to you and having his raging parties every night of the week and celebrating, everything that he did for the rich people.
Yes, yes, yes. And he did all he can, right? I mean, he is still doing, all about it, right? I mean, he is still selling property of the country, into our hands, wherever there is a little more gas or something else underneath this anyway. And all this land which belongs to those so-called native people, he's selling, so we can get the whatever's in that. I mean, it's ours. Let's have to know about it. It's anyway.
Right. We're
Right.
finally drilling in that Arctic, and and drilling in that.
Yes, we've been
Spear
trying.
coins and-
Sarah Palin's
I
dreams
know.
come
We've
true.
been trying to for years. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, it's so good.
Now, I was wondering, should we take a moment and powder our noses?
Might be a really good idea.
Yes.
Let's
All right.
try and do that.
We'll be right back.
Yeah.